Previously on Survivor.
So I don't really know what my strategy is going to be going in. I've changed the strategy multiple times already.
Will, as much as I love him, is like a 26-year-old PhD dork.
You're my number one.
Seriously, you're my number one too. You have the most mature mind on our tribe, and that's what I need.
Damn.
I swear to you on everything I own, you are going home.
You shouldn't have underestimated us.
You just like say I've been bamboozled.
I don't want to throw a challenge that's too extreme.
I've been bamboozled!
Will burned me this week by not throwing the challenge.
He just wanted to pull away from you, and he wanted you to be the first to burn the boot.
Ben betrayed me.
And I don't even remember if that was actually Ben's plan or if that was my plan.
Ben wanted me to be the first merge boot.
Grow up a little bit, like,
Fuck you.
and the more and more he's like, oh, it's me, then it's gonna be him because nobody wants to deal with a little whiny bitch.
Why do men ruin everything?
So initially hearing Chloe get voted out, I was obviously surprised.
What the fuck just happened? Chloe's fucking gone?
I'm not that disappointed. Obviously I lost my biggest ally in Sarah, and then Brady losing his biggest ally in Chloe.
Chloe's gone. How the
It forced Brady to rely on me more, which I like, because then I can just kind of use him in the ways that I want to, and I can at least have a little bit more trust in him.
I don't know what to do. Holy fuck. I'm gonna call Ben. We're just gonna see what happens. I thought she was so fine.
Honestly, I think they must have tried to get an idol out of her.
Oh, fuck.
Because they thought that, they think that if they were telling me they think it's either one of you.
Okay. Well, now we need to make everyone think that she had it and went home with it.
This is what frustrates me the most, is that Emily and Will didn't trust me because apparently this week they felt like I was getting closer with Tafiti than I was with Tormenta. What color is my buff? I'm not on Tormenta. Of course I'm doing that.
So yeah, last night's tribal council went like clockwork. It was insane. It was perfect. Everything was perfect. It was even like literally, Chloe made a joke about me being paranoid right before we even walked in, and it's like, this girl, like, paranoia is fuel in this game. Paranoia is what makes you fly. It's what makes you succeed. Like, complacency in an alliance is what gets you fucking eliminated.
All of a sudden, Will and Emily P were really willing to flip and work with Sabu Sabu. And I'd like to think it had something to do with that, since Will and I had a little bit of a relationship.
It takes a bit to get trust back in this game. And I believe Ben made a really big mistake by not telling me about the idol. Because right now, I've chosen Team Will.
They killed it. They got Chloe out, which was epic.
Like, it's maybe a bit of an emotional decision, but I'm really sick of, like, Brady and Chloe thinking that, like, I'm, like, their pet.
So then Will flips a shit. And they're like, okay, well, we gotta get out Chloe now, because she's the closest one to Ben or some shit.
And then, like, I'm sick of Ben lying to me all the time and, like, leading me on and, like...
And then they split the vote, but they split it on Aaron. How fucking dumb are you to split the votes on someone that's with you, that went against her own alliances to join you? You split votes on her? The fuck?
Okay, so I guess we could trust Erin for this week because she clearly voted for Chloe. I saw her face after the votes were read. Yikes, I hope she doesn't hate us.
I'm just really fucking angry.
I totally thought I knew what was going on. We were all gonna vote out Austin, get to the fucking tribal, and 2 votes for Austin, 3 votes for Chloe, 3 votes for Aaron. And obviously, some wacky shit happened. I wasn't even mad at that point. I was like, well, now's my chance to vote out Aaron. And then, of course, Chloe goes home. And then Aaron does that whole, well, who the fuck did this? Who the fuck did this? And then, Like, I feel bad. Like, honestly, that sucks. That was a wild reaction, though.
Right after tribal council's over, Erin breaks down crying. She is saying to everyone, like, all I have shown you is loyalty, and people just, like, will not stop lying to me, and, like, you didn't have to test me like this. I wanted to work with you. And it was honestly, like, I started crying, too.
And don't, like, make a move and then feel bad about it and then cry about it, Will, okay?
This poor girl. It's not fair, but it's business. And you're gonna get whacked.
An alliance that brings you in by testing you, by writing your name down, is not a good alliance, okay? Emily's calling.
I had an inkling they were gonna, like, try to have some fail-safe for Austin, but the fact that they wanted me to pull you in made me think they were gonna do it on Jesse.
Sabu needs to trust me moving forward. You're 1 vote versus their 4. I'm sorry, girl. Love you.
I want to still play a loyal game, but I don't have anyone to be loyal to anymore. It's myself. I'm the only person that's looking out for me right now, clearly.
Okay, so what the fuck happened? Clearly, I thought that I knew what was going on, but I don't. So what's going on?
Chloe thinks she's running the game, apparently. Chloe and Brady are running the game. Chloe was, like, mean to Emily B and Austin. Chloe's sketchy. I don't know. They had all these reasons. I'm like, whatever.
Ben is in an alliance with Chloe.
And Dylan.
And Cassie. Okay. We didn't tell you because we know you're close to Ben.
And now Emily, as Ben said, Emily has Will's paranoia now. Which is not great.
Okay, so you voted out Chloe because she's in an alliance with Ben.
Because Ben is shoved up to Feedy's ass.
And because of she was being sketchy.
They're still not going to keep me in the loop, though, because they still don't trust my alliance with Ben. I need to get Will out of here. Will is the mastermind of this game.
So are we trying to get Erin out next then?
Yes.
We want to get Erin out at the next
Okay,
We want to
so
throw the next challenge
she doesn't-
to get Erin out.
Okay, then I'm on board with that plan. Is that a real plan?
No, that is the real plan.
I won't tell Erin
anything. Throw the challenge.
Okay, well I'm 100% on board with that.
Okay, perfect. Just if we don't, she can't get the clue.
And I'm sorry, Erin, for that, because I think if you had been placed in a situation where you had been with different people who actually wanted to work with you, you could have established yourself and done well. But instead, you got pegged in a bad hole right away, and I'm so sorry for that. And honestly, at this point, it's nothing personal, it's just business.
He's gonna try and, like, build himself this, like, mountaintop to stand on, and I want none of it. I want none of it. I'm sick and tired of this man-child.
My point about throwing it is so much changes in a week, and we're going to be safe.
Yeah, but also, yeah, I think that it's the guaranteed safety, or it's we lose Erin or we lose Jesse from that side, and then we have no chance of getting the majority.
I think it's 100% one of those two. Like, I think they're 100%. I met with Dylan, Cassie, and Ben right before the challenge and was like, yeah, we need to throw it. Here's the numbers that we need. We know we need Jesse and Erin, Are you, like, super good with Erin?
Erin was, when I told her, I was like, look, we have 4 over here, and you, and I felt the idea of working with Jesse, which she didn't hate, she didn't love it, but she knows that it's what she needs to do.
Because apparently there was a secret plan that, like, my tribe was gonna throw this next challenge to vote me out. Which I really don't understand why.
He told me that you let slip that there's a plan to throw for our tribe to throw the challenge tonight just to get me out.
Why? Why would we do that?
I don't know, but that's what he told me.
No. I am
I don't believe
playing
a word
to
of it.
win.
I know. I honestly don't believe it at all, and I don't see, like, why he would make that up. And then he goes, but it's okay, we're gonna throw it so we can get out of Sabu, so we're gonna throw it harder. I'm like, what the, like, why would you even?
Why would people be throwing challenges?
I don't know. Hello?
Hi, Will.
Hey, what's up?
This is gonna be an interesting challenge. And you know how like the crap that Ben was talking?
Yeah.
He said, and I don't think I said this, but he said that I said over the phone that we were planning on throwing the challenge and voting out Aaron, which I don't think I said. I really don't think I said that, but obviously it's true, you know?
Tonight we intend upon, we're going to throw the challenge again, hopefully to protect Eliza and Devin on the other side, and we plan to, I guess, maybe spin Aaron around a couple more times and then actually vote her out for real this week.
Are both sides going to try to throw it?
So they're trying to throw it to get out of Sabu Sabu. So whatever this challenge is, and Aaron thinks I'm going to be trying to win it.
Okay.
This is so shitty. Everyone's trying to lose. You don't do that.
This is hilarious.
We're thinking that Tormenta's gonna throw the challenge in order to save Devin and I. At this point, they need us because their ties are kind of screwed with Ben. Their ties are definitely screwed with Tafiti, old Tafiti.
Basically, both teams are going to try and throw the challenge tonight. So that should be interesting.
Come on in, guys. Tafiti getting your first look at the new Tormenta tribe. Chloe voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, first things first, Brady, I will take it back. And next thing I've got for you guys is a little surprise.
Who's?
Holy shit!
Oh, wait, I lost my phone.
We are merged.
Oh no, that's not even.
Cooper's like, drop your buffs. And we're like, and like the Survivor music is playing in the background, and like it's just like a great moment to be alive. It's a Survivor milestone to make it to the merge. Like literally, this is iconic. This is iconic. This fulfills a dream for me to make it to the merge.
Oh, it's good. I love it. It's pretty. Eyeshadow.
That's my color.
Tribe buffs, you guys will be pink. We'll give you a little bit to hang out, eat some pizza, and come up with a tribe name.
Almost immediately, you can see like where people are talking, who people are talking to. Basically, Will and I are Sabu Sabu are on the side. Dylan, Cassie, Ben, and Brady are on a side. And Aaron's kind of drifting around, and then Brady's kind of drifting around, just kind of like, is this like the lines? Are they already drawn?
Muani.
M-U-A-N-I. Let's do a mumps.
I like my
You guys good with Muani?
Yeah.
All right.
Finally made it to the merge. Loyalty's going to shit.
Alright, now that we have merged, we are playing for individual immunity. For today's challenge, you'll each be given a bag of coins and a popsicle stick. At given intervals, I will tell you to add coins. You will have 5 to 10 seconds to add those coins. Last person balancing their stack of coins on their popsicle stick wins individual immunity and is safe this week at Tribal Council. We'll set up spots and get started. All right, first coin is gonna be a penny. I'll give you 15 seconds. Everybody place your first coin. All right, this challenge is on. If you drop your coins, you will be out of this challenge. All right, we're gonna get right to it and add our second coin, also a penny. And Dylan drops his coins and is out, just like that. All right, everybody add your third coin, also a penny.
Does that count?
Mm-hmm. Brady drops trying to put it on, and Brady is also out of this challenge. Dylan and Brady out early. Aaron drops as well. 3, 2, 1. Everybody else is good. All right, time for your next coin. This one's gonna be another penny. I'll give you 10 seconds and count you down. 10, 9, 8, and with that, Devin drops, and Devin is out of this challenge. All right, we are gonna add 2 pennies this time. I'll give you 15 seconds. Will's stack definitely leaning a little bit. Everybody else pretty straight. We got 8 people left in the challenge. All right, next up, we got a quarter. I'll count you down from 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Ben's struggling to find the quarter. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody good once again. All right, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to add a dime. Will's stack's shaking and still a little crooked. Everybody else seems relatively straight. And just like that, Jesse drops. Jesse is out of this challenge. All right, we are gonna add a dime. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cassie drops. Cassie grabbed the wrong coin and could not recover. We are down to 6 people in this challenge. And just like that, Austin drops as well. We are down to 5. Emily B, Emily P, Will, Ben, and Eliza. And as I say it, Eliza is no longer here. Take a spot with the sit-outs. All right, next coin is gonna be a nickel. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds as well. Here we go, and Will drops 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands are off. Will, the 4th to last person out of this challenge. We're down to Ben and the Emilys fighting for immunity. Ben's stack, very wobbly. Both of the Emilys straight up have not had a problem this whole challenge. And as I say that, Emily B, out of this challenge, out of nowhere. Looks steady all challenge, and all it takes is 1 lapse of concentration. We are down to Emily P and Ben, 2 original Tormentas, going at it. Ben's stack, very shaky. Emily P. rock solid over there. Ben's stack has been shaken for about 15 to 20 seconds straight. All right, time to add another coin. We're gonna add 2 pennies. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off. Ben, very shaky. Could drop any minute. Needs Emily P to have some movement, and there it is. Emily P. All right, congratulations, Emily P.
She said I'm not helping. You need to get a girlfriend.
Emily P. safe at this week's Tribal Council, which means one of the 11 of you is going to be going home this week. I do have one more thing for you. Pre-merge, we had the winning tribe give this to someone that lost. However, this is post-merge, so I will just be reading this idol clue out loud.
Shit. I don't think I love.
Find the idol and immense power you could have. To find it, search west of East University Ave. With the idol in play, big things can happen. Focus your search to the east of Tappan. That is all we've got for you. We will see you later this week at Tribal Council. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
But after Emily P wins, Cooper whips out a hidden immunity idol clue, and he reads it for everybody to hear. And so they say it's basically west of East University and east of Tappan. And so everyone immediately books it.
Brady and I were like the first people in the area of between the two streets of where the hen was, and I was like, you know, Brady, you want to split up and like start searching for this? And then he just didn't respond and he took off. So I was like, okay, sweet, yeah.
When Cooper said the idol clue, I like forgot about Tappan Street and I was just thinking about Tappan the building. So I literally looked all between East University and Tappan the building. I was wondering because I didn't see like anyone. I looked around the building for like 30 minutes. Sup?
Which direction did you go so far?
Everyone just sprints out the door of Mason Hall. Like, we all just took off and started running towards it. It was so dramatic. It was really fun, though. And, like, as soon as we get to the door of the classroom we're in, Ben just stops. It was like, he's like, what's even the point? He's just, like, so melodramatic, so pouty. What's even the point of looking?
I didn't see Ben out looking, which worries me. And I didn't see Jesse looking, which doesn't surprise me.
I feel like having an idol at this point, going and looking for the idol even, would just make people hate me more. I think they would try to spin it that somehow I found the idol. And I don't need to give anyone else more reason to hate me. If anything, I just want to, like, sleep in the game.
The 6 that I'm supposedly aligned with, the 4 Savu and Will and Emily, we're all together, I believe, for most of it.
It's like the width of Ross. It's the width of Ross and anything
From here
south.
over.
Okay.
This is west.
From
West
this-
Quad's right there.
Yeah, so this is east.
What's happening?
Okay, I was not expecting you to do running tonight.
This is happening.
Don't make me run again, Cooper.
The running challenge is next. What are you talking about?
I see Erin by herself, literally in the bushes, and she doesn't want to be a part of anyone. Like people are trying to talk to her, and she's just like off to the side, basically, just like looking by herself, and she's crying. And we're all still kind of as a group, and like when we move off, and then I'm like, guys, I want to go find Erin.
Like when you're brought into an alliance by them being willing to vote you out, that's not how you
It's literally
gain trust.
like a lot of different voices all saying different things in panic at each other, and people not knowing what the hell's going on, and if there's idols and shit, and it's like someone will throw out a plan and the whole fucking thing changes a minute later.
If Ben finds this,
Yeah?
I'm not happy because I want Ben gone.
I want Ben gone too, so goddamn much.
I was searching my heart out because I knew that if I didn't get this, I'm probably going home. I need this idol because clearly I have nobody.
That's so gross. Ew.
What do I see? But a plastic bag. Holding an idol clue. I found the fucking idol. And I'm the only one that can get this idol. Congratulations, you found a hidden immunity idol. However, the idol is not here. The idol is hidden at Tribal Council beneath one of the benches. If you are daring, you and only you can grab the idol during either of the next 2 Tribal Councils.
Really poor challenge for me, but honestly, I think it was beneficial in the way that they think that I'm a physical threat.
Dylan drops his coins and is out, just like that.
If they're smart enough, they'll realize that I really haven't done that well in general. I think losing challenges are going to benefit me in the long run because of just the idea that I'm a physical threat.
But the final showdown was between Emily P and Ben, and that was nerve-wracking because I knew that Emily P had to win because Ben is like our major target right now.
Ben was acting like a complete asshole the whole night. It was absurd. He wouldn't even look at me. He was like just pouting like a giant toddler.
So Ben loses. Ben was like visibly just like emotionally vacant. Like the dude had nothing to say to anybody except Jesse. That was telling.
I win individual immunity, and you know, Grandma would be proud wearing grandma jewelry. Actually, no, my grandma wouldn't even wear this. She wouldn't wear it.
And as soon as Emily Paddock wins, like, Ben looked like he was about to projectile vomit on her from across the room. It was ridiculous. The guy looked so viciously angry.
We definitely had a solid alliance going with Tafiti and Tormenta until like about a week or so ago. Chloe ultimately getting voted out, which kind of brought the numbers roughly alliance-wise to 4 for Tafiti, now including Ben, and Sabu Sabu's at more like 6. Aaron and Jesse just kind of became outliers who we believe are with us now.
The day you picked me up from rowing practice, I saw the text from Elisa that said thank you for meeting with me today. I don't know if you knew about that.
He's doing all the shady shit.
So I think that like definitely planted a seed of doubt in my mind about like where your loyalties were in terms of me, like because I didn't know like what you were doing with Elisa. And I asked
Why didn't you ask me?
I did ask you a bunch of times in the car. It's like, oh, are you meeting with anybody in Sabu Sabu? I asked you like 3 times on that car ride.
And I said no.
All 3 times.
Floating
Do we
out
like
there.
anybody on Sabu Sabu?
I don't know. I really haven't talked to any of them.
Will, like, is one, like, genuinely hurt by whatever went on between him and Ben? And I'm still not 100% clear what that was. But it's so weird. Like, this is a game. It's a game.
I took your loyalty for granted, and I'm sorry, and I apologize.
Will was really trying to get me to, like, turn on Ben.
What are you thinking for, like, proceeding? You want Ben out.
I want Ben out. That's really the only thing I'm thinking about right now.
You want Ben out now.
I want Ben out now. I want Ben out of the game. It's the only thing I care about right now. And honestly, I want you, I want maybe Brady, I want some people from that side to get on board and just let this be clean.
I mean, me and Will were never besties, but ultimately, I'm not on his side anymore. And when I talked to Emily this week, I think I kind of made that clear. Like, I'm not against her, but I am kind of, when Will has positioned himself as completely against Ben, like, I'm going to choose Ben over Will.
I think you are against each other, and eventually, like, I'm gonna have to pick a side.
Jesse, what a tragic loss, R.I.P. I still wanted to work with you, and I still trusted you until very recently. You told Ben, didn't you? You told Ben that we were going to throw the challenge and get rid of Aaron, didn't you? Didn't you? It's like I know you told Ben that we were going to throw the challenge. There's this phrase, it goes a little like this. You're either with me or you're against me.
So yes, I did tell him, but he knew before I told him.
You did tell him, yeah. She kind of tried to act like Ben already knew it, but she admitted that she told him. She did. She's history. Sorry, kid. You played a kind of shitty game, actually.
The lines that kind of seem like exist right now, as of right now, are between Old Sabu Sabu, the 4 Old Sabu Sabu, and Will, and Emily P, and we're trying to bring in Aaron. So it's really key that Aaron doesn't know that we tried to screw over last week. And then the other side is the rest of everybody, the old Tafidis and Ben and probably Jesse. And I think they're trying to swing Aaron.
I hope Aaron votes with me, Eliza, Devin, Emily B, and Will, because we made an alliance called the
We called ourselves the Innovatrium because we decided to kind of formally solidify this whole Final 7 thing right outside the Innovatrium.
In terms of like the alliance, I think I would be towards the bottom, maybe even the bottom of the alliance. But I definitely think that like there's pros and cons to that because there's a lot of people that have bigger targets on their back.
Like, I just want everyone to get on board with being cool with Erin because we really need her right now.
We should all just like, and then have like group meetings, like 4 people or 5 people.
Yeah.
Like every day that she's available, someone should be meeting with her.
Yeah.
And then,
That's a good idea.
so it doesn't seem like a swooping. It's just like
It's more of a trickle.
So what have we learned today, Uncle Austin?
Be kind to each other.
Yes. I think that's a successful day.
I also got coffee with Austin, Aunt Erin and Uncle Austin. It was super cute. He's such a fun person to talk to.
You know, I trust Erin now. Damn, we hurt this girl. We really hurt this girl, and she still just wants to work with us. And, you know, I'm sorry that I didn't trust her before, and I'm happy that she's on board with me, at least for the next vote or two. Thank God. And then we'll have to figure it out from there.
So I went and talked with Erin, and I had heard a lot about Erin being like kind of like annoying and like kind of these like mean things about her. And it was interesting because when I talked to her, she was just like another normal human being.
What are your thoughts for this week?
Like I'll do whatever. Like I'm down with whatever. Like I don't know, like I've heard Ben throw name around there. She just wasn't what I expected. I feel like everyone's hated on her so much, and when I talked to her, I didn't really see why. She seemed like a good human being, so I don't really get it.
Guess I'm in an alliance with Sabu Sabu and Emily and Will. But I'm at the bottom of that alliance, if that's real.
So, my thoughts have begun to sort of shift on Erin, and I used to really hate her, and I think the more that I'm apart from her, the more I'm actually starting to like her. And my hope is that she makes it through the merge and I make it through the merge, and then I can sort of like finagle my way into having a better social relationship with her so that she'll want to go Final 2 with me. Because 2 reasons. I kind of really like Erin. I think she's a really good artist. I saw her play at the game and she was really awesome. And number 2, nobody's ever gonna ever vote for her to win. So like, why would I want to take somebody who's played a great game to the end when I could take someone like Erin who's rubbed everyone the wrong way?
Like, I want it to be known that I'm against Ben. Like, I'm drawing that line in the sand. I want everyone in the game to know that I want Ben out.
yes! I cannot wait for him to be gone. But also, like, once he's gone, I don't know what my purpose is. It is my purpose. I was put in this game to get him out.
That's how I feel. I don't know.
Yes! I am ready for a showdown. Like, money is imploded and ready to attack.
I know. I just uploaded a confessional today declaring war on Ben.
Nice! Can I be your first lieutenant?
I, William Michael Bence, being of questionably sound mind, do hereby declare war upon you, Benjamin Roddenmeyer.
And now, a dramatic reading of the last moments of communication between Will Bence and Ben Roddenmeyer for shits and gigs.
On this 24th day of October, in the year of our Lord, 2018.
10/22/18, 2:06 a.m. Hey! How come we never talk anymore, man?
The terms of our engagement are as follows. There shall be no mercy. There shall be no surrender. Our conflict shall only end in your complete and utter annihilation.
Next text. I try to open up a few extra doors for our alliance so that we have other options, and you use that as a method to turn everyone in the game against me? Fuck you, Ben.
I only tell you this one time. Don't fuck me, Ben. Don't you ever try to fuck me.
Hey, this isn't personal. I'm sure you're a really nice guy. I just didn't know you were playing this dirty, and it honestly hurt my feelings a lot because I really thought we would go to the end together. But just know that you will probably be taking the exact spot that you had thought about putting me in.
If you turn my closest friends against me, then I will cut your head off. And that needs to be known to everyone in the game.
30 minutes later. Okay, finally! Most of that was emotion! I'm willing to meet with you and talk again about strategy if you want to, but it would take a lot to rebuild trust with me.
I trusted a boy once. He used to tell me beautiful stories about the final two. Told me we'd go to the end together. Run the game like a couple of gangsters. I'll never trust again.
An hour later. Okay! Absolute final text! Me saying fuck you, Ben, is a way of saying, come on, dude. Let's fucking talk about this and let's not be fucking weird and shitty and distant. I want this out in the open. And I want to have a conversation about why our relationship fell apart. And why you literally tried to target me.
Is it the best strategic move to try to just openly declare war on Ben? I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. It might be. Because maybe if other people don't like him, it makes a clean cut. You know, it shows... But it also makes me look unhinged. It makes me look like I'm a loose cannon. And I am. I am completely insane.
I'm just gonna keep laying really freaking low and hope that Will continues his, tirades against me, and that at Tribal Council he'll just... his true, douchebaggery will be revealed, you know? He looks like a walrus. That's so mean. Whatever. You know, he's probably said worse about me.
I want Ben's head on a spike in my front yard so that everyone can see it and they'll know what happens when you mess with me. This is just a game.
Yeah, I think Erin has it. Just based off of her body, just her reaction. She went from a frantic person who, us six were walking together, and we called her over, and she really was just ignored us, and then all of a sudden she was calm, and was willing to just hang out with us, which is a total 180.
Will and I decided that I should offer to look for the idol with Erin because there's a suspicion that Erin had it, and it would build trust if I went looking for the idol with her.
And I'm so happy that I'm the one that found this. And I'm not going to tell anybody. I can't fully trust anybody.
So then Aaron and I decided to go to Noodles and Company for lunch and then look for the idol afterward. We talk about a lot of things at lunch, and I decide to kind of pull at her heartstrings because in case she already has it, I want her to feel like she should tell me. So I tell her about how I looked for the idol for Ben, saying, yeah, I looked for 2.5 hours for an idol that he already had, and it just like dissipated all trust in me that he did that to me. But yeah, so we're looking for the idol together.
Yeah.
Aaron stops and kind of pulls out her camera like, oh, okay, so we're gonna start talking game. Perfect.
I have something to tell you. Because I found it last night.
And she says that she already has it. Oh my god, thank you.
I was like,
He doesn't have it, that's good. And then
I wanted to wait to tell you until after we met with Will, because I wasn't sure that I wanted Will to know.
okay, then my guess is you don't want me to tell him then?
Right.
Or how about this?
I want
won't
us
tell
to just-
anybody. I'll never.
Okay.
It's your idol.
Okay.
You get to choose who knows.
I told Will about Aaron's idol, or really her note.
Can't believe she did that.
Because I decided it's better that he hears from me and gets more trust from me than hears from her.
I talked to Eliza also on the phone today, and spoiler alert, I told Eliza that Aaron has the idol. Yeah, I know. Why'd I do that? I don't know.
Because I totally knew. I knew she found the idol when we were walking around that night after the challenge. Like I just knew it. I knew it. I was so confident in it. And so to now know that I was actually correct feels really, really good.
But here's my thing, is like, I need to find a way to like be sneaky about looking under these benches.
I'll bring candy again.
Yeah.
I'll bring candy again, and I'll set it. So like, we'll somehow check under. You gotta be like first to tribal.
So, yeah, we want Ben out.
Was Ben plotting against Will? Like, everyone wants Will out. He's a fucking loose cannon.
Honestly, Brady, I want Will gone.
I want Will gone too. Absolutely. So I met with Jess yesterday and was like, I don't know, like, what's your feeling and all this stuff. She literally, like, was in the dining hall and she was like, fuck Will. I fucking hate Will. I want Will gone right fucking now. I was like, girl, I am fucking with you.
I called Brady, and Brady and I had a good talk about how we, like, on a human level, really appreciate each other and just want to, like, work with each other.
So are you gonna, like, tell people about this, or is this?
No.
Or is this like, be like, oh, we talked, but not be like,
Right.
laugh and late even.
No. Right, exactly.
Like, are you down to do that?
I'm completely down to do that, absolutely. And I don't think anybody would see this coming.
I know that Chloe was his number one, so now that she's gone, he's gonna need someone else.
We just need her past this week, and she literally pledged all loyalty to me. I mean, I pledged to her, which, like, I'm not gonna go against, but...
Brady is, I think, maybe the only person that I believe him when he talks. And I don't think he's bullshitting me.
There's a 50-50 chance we're fucked. There's a 50-50 chance we're good for the next 6 weeks. So, like...
But here's the other thing, is that, like, with idols, it's not just a 50-50 chance.
So, we need Aaron as a spy right now, we need Jesse as a spy right now, we need everyone as a spy right now to figure out who they're voting for so I can play my fucking idol. Because coming out this week, it's gonna be 6-5. And the 5 people are screwed, the 6 people are in a good ass position.
But just like the overall gist is like, we're just assuming Aaron's on our side. And I guess that's partly me because I haven't like even tried to like meet with her, so I don't know, I guess.
Alright, I'm not going to say that anyone has shoved up Ben's ass anymore. Although Jesse shoved up Ben's ass and Ben shoved up Tafiti's ass, that's kind of like
It's
like
a human centipede situation.
Yeah, it is a human centipede situation.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling with this, like, moral grift of should I try to get Brady to use his idol this week on me and ensure that someone from their side can go home.
The plan is to get Aaron to seem like she's flipping.
But yeah, I think that we should vote for an alternative to Ben that they're never gonna expect.
Yeah?
And then get information.
You have something in your head. You're just not saying.
You want to know?
I do want to know.
I think we should vote Jesse out.
Use my idol, save us, and then we should be good for the next 5 weeks.
I don't know. I just think that they'll think that. I just don't think that they would expect it to be her.
Hopefully. I don't fucking know anymore.
I'm really hoping that either Ben or Jesse would go home. Or even Cassie. I don't really care. I just don't want an idol played on whoever we vote for.
I don't know. I think that Aaron could definitely flip. And it would be 6-6 and potentially go to rocks. Which I think is like more likely than the rest of my alliance thinks.
Aaron has an idol and say Brady has an idol.
Okay.
If Brady held an idol through rocks, if he held an idol through the hectic chaos where they voted Sarah out,
Yeah.
I don't think he'd play it for Ben.
It's gonna be a 6-6 split. There's clearly a half of the side that needs me here, and a half of the side that needs me gone.
But then she like promised me, because she's like, trust me now and shit, that like, it wasn't me, my name has never been brought up, and I was like, okay, that's good. Like, I feel good about that. But who's culprit number 1? Ben. So, I'm a little idol. I'm a little idol right here. I don't fucking know. Like, I want, if we know it's Ben, I'm playing it for Ben.
Alright guys, welcome to your next tribal council. We'll start by talking about the last tribal council where Chloe went home. Was there a lot of fallout from that Chloe vote?
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
It was kind of like, whenever you blindside somebody, one, you hurt their feelings, and two, like it like makes them like reevaluate where you put them in the game. Like, are you like yeah. Words.
Yeah. I mean, some people can get blindsided in different ways.
Yeah.
Like,
Aaron, you also got votes last tribal. Was that a shock to you?
yep. Sure was.
So how do you move forward knowing that you got votes? Do you try to work with those people still, or not work with the people who voted for you?
I try to let the past be past. I try to understand where moves come from, and I base my game off of more than just one vote.
Will, would you say after the last vote that there's clear division of sides, or is it still a little muddy in the middle?
I think there's always plenty of room for mud in this game, but I think what happened last week was in many ways the result of too many layers to an onion having built itself up over time.
Dylan and Cassie, 2 Tafitis now in a row have gone home. Is it reasonable to say that another Tafiti could go tonight?
I think it was calculated. That's all I really have to say about it.
It's a tough look.
Yeah.
Ben, would you say that original tribe lines, Sabu Sabu, Tafiti, Tormenta, are kind of sticking together at this point, or are there definite fractures in some of those original tribes?
I'd say that Tafiti's together, Sabu Sabu's together, and Tormenta, even though we have those numbers, are, from my point of view, completely fractured. That makes sense why. I'm not trying to be hypocritical and say that I didn't have a part in that, but it's definitely the case.
So, speaking of this being on a college campus, these are people you're around for a whole semester and even after this ends. Does that cause more personal drama than just being on an island for 39 days and then maybe you don't have to see that person for the rest of your life?
I would say it causes more worry because you know that like these are people you're going to be around. So I think it makes it more of a personal game because I think that you're like, unless you're like completely emotionally detached, which I don't think any of these people are. I think that this is a group of genuinely good people, and so I think that emotions play a factor in everyone's game in terms of like where they're going in relationships from here.
Also, you really can't. You can see somebody's personality come out pretty well in some of these situations. So yeah, like sometimes emotional Parse is like a part of it. But sometimes it's hard to evaluate, like, if you want to be friends with somebody else at the end or when you're out. It's hard to forget about stuff that went on during the game, because regardless of the fact that it is a game, like, some people's true personalities are definitely coming out.
It's just I don't think most of us have ever been in situations where you get to know someone over weeks and weeks, and then they could very well like lie to your face and really make you feel like the relationship you developed was based on nothing all along. And it's hurtful.
I think since that's like on top of real life, since this is our real life, we're not like translated to a different like island. I think like you see these people more as friends sometimes than as like contestants, and maybe that like makes things more personal when things go wrong, or like hurt one person when things go wrong.
All right, with that, it is time to vote. Austin, you're up first.
I don't think we're gonna win tonight, but I also don't think that you can be mad at me for betraying your trust. I don't really think you've earned it. So for that reason, Will, I have written your name down.
But you can't fuck around my homie Ben, man.
I grabbed.
Oh wait, I don't want to do that.
I don't have anything to say.
You, sir, you think you're iron, but I can bend you. Iron that's forged the hardest snaps the quickest, and even the wildest horses can come to heel when they're reined and bitted right, because subordinates are just not made for insubordination. Probably not going this week, but you'll go before me if I have anything to do with it. So.
Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Hey Cooper, I know you want a girlfriend and I wish I could provide that for you, but I have this, and if you'd be my boyfriend, I could give this to you.
I will definitely accept.
Oh!
We need to change the name.
I don't know if it's me this week, but I better safe than sorry, right?
Ben's beautiful gift is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Ben will not count. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Will. 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 Jesse. 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 Will. 5 votes Jesse, 5 votes Will, 2 votes left. Jesse. Seventh person voted out of Survivor Michigan, Maized and Confused. Jesse, tonight that's enough.
All right.
Jesse, the tribe has spoken.
Alright.
Time for you to go.
Alright, well if it wasn't clear before this, the line is now drawn in the sand, but it's only a matter of time before someone comes and washes it away. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
Next week on Survivor Michigan.
Well, they're just gonna flip on us next vote, so why don't we go to defeating this vote in order to like prevent them from flipping on us next vote?
Those three are gonna flip so quickly.
I was ready to flip on them this week and vote out Eliza. Because Eliza right now has Will wrapped around her finger. He trusts everything she says. I've been working with this relationship since the beginning of the game. Blah, 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 blah. She doesn't care about you.
I think like I was kind of smiling that whole time because the whole time I was just thinking like what a stupid move that was. I'm not playing when I don't know what's going on in this game. Like, I really don't know what's going on in this game. There are so many much bigger threats than me that I think I was just like, why are they voting me out? Like, I didn't know what was happening then, and all I can think of is that they're so afraid that I'm like against Will and Emily now that I'm just gonna like turn on them the first second that I can. And like, that's kind of true, but I'm still not the biggest threat in this game. And so I'm just like very confused by the strategy behind that vote. More so than I am like mad about it. It's a game. It's whatever. But yeah, I'm just confused.
Wow, that was something.